In the past 2.5 months, I got about 3 new clients, which bigger clients, and in total it was about somewhere nearly 15K that I just made. I just fulfilled the biggest project I ever had. This was like a 6K project for like this cool website, and it helped me very much on getting to the next step and taking the next leap. Changed a lot in the past three months. I wanted this. I wanted the hustle. I wanted to do something that is productive. So it's just giving me like a kind of fulfillment inside of me, where I just know when I'm doing something productive, and it's bringing something in.
Ladies and gents, welcome back to another student interview video. Now, this interview that you're about to watch is one I did with one of my students called Rhino, who basically joined me as a kind of website development freelancer, I guess you would say. Now, Rhino was a freelancer who was getting inconsistent gigs. He was working for anyone and everyone and didn't like the clients he worked for, and he was also getting massively underpaid what his value was worth for his service. And he talks a lot in this video about the kind of framework and game plan that we use, and that's what we set off doing. As soon as he joined in, we jumped on a call, discussed a game plan, and basically broke apart his entire business. We helped him restructure his pricing, identify a market that would pay him a bucket load of money for his service, and helped him understand how to grow his business exponentially. And just 3 months after joining, Rhino had closed over 20K worth of deals, with an average project value of upwards of 6K, which transformed his business entirely. He dropped some advice on how you can get started if you're in a similar position, the kind of trials and tribulations that he faced and how he overcame them, and just some other general wisdom of how he turned his skills into profit. So I hope you enjoy this video. Let's crack on. Amazing. Yeah, let's dive in then. So Rhino, like take it away. Give me the kind of like rundown of your story, of like where you started off, joining in the circle, where you're at now. Yeah, as much as you can give.
Lovely. So before I started out in the mentorship, I was like a little bit blind of really where I want to go and how I should go there, and set my goals before coming to the mentorship. So it was a little bit simultaneously. So everything was going on simultaneously. I was setting goals, and I was finding or searching for ways to how to reach those goals. And then out of nowhere, this idea came into mind that I have to try to find somebody that can show me these things and everything. And you were on my timeline on Instagram, and I was like, all right, let's just do it. And then when I started, the first thing that happened was like I had a straight path. I knew how, I already knew what my goals were, but I didn't know how to go there. But I had a very good way then. I had like this path where I can just walk on, and this was very good. And from then on, it went just pretty, how's it say, pretty straightforward and pretty like it's not just good, but even I had a good overview of everything. I wasn't lost or like still finding and searching for something, but it was just everything was here. I knew that I have to watch this one. I have to talk to this guy. I have to ask this guy, and then I knew that where to go and what to do. So this was very good, and it helped me very much on getting to the next step and taking the next leap. And yeah, so now I'm in this situation after this now nearly 3 months, that I know that everything I'm gonna go on to doing in the next years and years to come, every venture that I'm gonna start, or anything that I'm gonna start, I know how I'm gonna build it up. I have a path that I can duplicate everything.
Yeah.
It's like you could talk about the framework so many times, and I think this framework is pretty much installed in my head now, where I just know, all right, when I started here, I know that what I'm gonna do, and what I have to do, and what I should not do, and everything. So it's pretty cool, man.
That's amazing, bro. So for those watching, what's your skill? What's your business?
Yeah, so I do AI automations and AI agents, and I think it's getting pretty SMMA like, this kind of niche where everybody does and everything. But I'm trying to go to the route of being more in depth in this. So I'm gonna try to go into the depths of marketing and how to really do that customer experience where it's feeling more human, and you get like this more connection, and just use AI for like being more efficient and more scalable.
100%. Yeah. And you said you had goals before joining. What were those goals?
Absolutely. So my goals or my main goals were to have like this kind of overview. I hate it when it is things are messy and I don't
Yeah, yeah,
really
100%.
know. Oh fuck! I have to do this. Sorry, I don't know if
You're
I'm
good.
good
You're
to
good.
swear, but I don't know if I have to do this or should I do this now. But the goal was just I have to have this overview where I can duplicate it and do it again every time. And
Mhm.
I think I'm always so hyped when I talk about it, but I just have it in my mind now and I love it. I just love it to just know, all right, when I get a client, I know where to go. When I do the outreach, I know what to do. When I have a sales, I know how to do it. So it's just lovely. It's just I can't really explain it. It's very good. Good
Amazing.
feeling.
What position was the kind of like business in before joining the circle? Was it, did you just have
Yeah.
an idea? Was it a business? Was it something you were doing beforehand, or was it like we built
Yeah.
it up
So
as we kind of went on?
before I started, I was in a situation where I just had a little projects here and there, and they just came from networking and talking to people.
Hmm.
And yeah, so the situation was no real cash flow, just some projects and like testimonials, doing something for people, and no real like I said, overview of how to scale or how to do my outreach and everything. And yeah, this was the situation of my. So I was working. I had projects. I had people coming up to me and talking to me, but not really, in the professional way. Like it was just like a hobby. Let's just say like a hobby.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. And what was the kind of big thing that changed, do you think? I know, like, obviously you talk about the
Mhm.
overview a lot, but was there like a specific thing that you did that changed everything, or what was that?
So the specific thing, I guess, was the seeing it, do seeing somebody doing it, like in the videos and all the material we get,
Hmm.
and then just not just copying it, but understanding what this person is doing. So especially in the sales calls part, I really was, bro, I swear I was so terrible in sales, and I didn't really had like any kind of system that I want to go after. I didn't know what to ask and how specific should I be or what should I say. And specifically in this kind of matters where it was into the detail, when you have to go into the details, I was blind. So this was the situation, and I think this changed a lot in the past three months.
And so it's kind of like having a game plan of what to take
Yeah,
action on then.
absolutely, and being able to duplicate this game plan or replicate it so it works every time on every single venture.
100%, 100%. And with your the clients that you now have, how did that kind of scale? What's that looked like over the past couple of months?
Yeah, so in the past 2.5 months, I I got about three new clients, which bigger clients, and in total it was about somewhere nearly 15K that I just made.
Hmm.
And it's like not it's not cash flow coming in, but it's repeating payoffs. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that, and this changed. So this was the things that happened with client wise in the past 3 months, and from connections and being able to have partners and some kind of um, connections on the part of AI and the connections of web development, everything that I'm in. It's crazy. So I met so many new people, and I just like it's the situation is like this. I have I have everybody for everything. I
Hmm.
have like somebody for marketing. I can ask somebody for that. I can ask somebody. So I'm open for anything. If a client of mine would tell me, "Yo, can we do ads? Like we have to do ads," I'm like, "Yeah, no problem. I can do that." We just, I have find a solution, and so this is pretty cool. And yeah, I think
100%.
these kind of things just updated, like changed.
Amazing. And the business for you personally, what's that like? How's that changed your personal life, like running the business and doing what you do now?
Yeah, so personally, I'm pretty much hustling like all the time because
Hmm.
I'm working still fully on the fully workload. So the business, um, it's not negative. I wanted this. I wanted the hustle. I wanted to do something that is productive. So it's just giving me like a kind of fulfillment inside of me, where I
Hmm.
just know when I'm doing something productive and it's bringing something in, and it's something not just stupid, not just trying, but it's really productive work. So yeah, this it's just fulfillment on myself.
100%, 100%. So what are you like, how much are you working on a daily basis?
Yeah, so to be honest, it's 8 hours on the job and like about 4 to 5 hours in the business,
Mhm.
and the rest is just training and sleeping. Yeah, and eating.
That's it. Amazing. And what's the kind of like, what's the next step for you in the business? What's the like next goal you're trying to reach, next stage?
Yeah, absolutely. So the next goal is to get like a monthly revenue where I can just calculate it. So meaning having not just projects but selling products
Mhm.
that bring me monthly revenue, so I can calculate like the rev for the year and just know that I can invest into maybe a team, maybe marketing, maybe ads, whatever. Just knowing that I can invest and know something will come in again. So like preparing for scaling. I think this is the situation right now.
100%. And you mentioned before that you, the clients that you had before, they were kind of, you were doing many different things for them. Was it like the pricing that you changed massively when,
Yeah,
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 how did
dude.
that
This
run?
is the thing that changed the most in the I think in the last 3 months, where I know I can charge more just because I have these systems and I know that when a client comes to me, he will have a good experience. So it's not just, oh, I need this and do you have this? Oh, I forgot this. But it's just client comes in, I know what to do, and it just goes, goes, goes. And I know that this client will never have a headache with me. So
Mhm.
I increased the prices, I increased the hourly rates and everything. So yeah,
Amazing. Because I know like it was, what, last week you signed a 4K client?
yeah, yeah. This
Yeah.
is one of the biggest projects. So in the past 1 or 2 years, yeah.
Yeah. That's fantastic. What does the project include? What are you actually doing for them?
Well, it's a web development project, and
Mhm.
in the future talks, it's going to be ads and marketing for them, and the next step will be just to offer them an AI agent where they can use it for the sales appointments and everything. Well, this is future talk, so it's like a get into the stage where I can have the trust and I have the project and everything. The next step is just to get to the real things that I want to offer.
100%, 100%. And with before you joined in the circle, were you like were you on like a freelance kind of basis?
Yeah, to be honest, when you ask me like that, it was like a freelance. It was like I have gigs and I can offer these gigs. It's not like I have like the system in where I
Mhm.
can just say, yeah, when you come in, this gonna happen. But it was like, oh, what do you want to do? All
Yeah.
right, you want to do this? Okay, I can do this, or I can do that. I can do it. So this was like this kind of thing. Yeah.
Just having like a solid service that you
Yeah.
can deliver and
Absolutely.
rinse and repeat.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic, right? And for other people that are in a similar position to you, like freelancers with the same problems, what would you
Yeah.
kind of recommend to them, like your advice?
I would recommend to try to get this overview
Hmm.
that I was talking about. Like I know when a client comes in, what's gonna happen. I know the onboarding, I know the fulfillment. Just knowing these steps, so you can, let's say you wanna, because the next step for a freelancer is to make a business out of it, and then to get employers or employees. And let's say you wanna explain your system to an employee that somebody has to do it for you. How you want to explain to them if you don't have a system? You just want to, it's going to tell them, can you do this? And then you have to do this, and but
Hmm.
you just want to have this like kind of checklist where you can just say, all right, the situation of the client is here. We're going to start here, and then we're going to get this, and this. So it's just a clear path. So I think for a freelancer, the next step will be to have a clear path, to have a clear vision of how he's doing his work, and then just get on.
That's amazing, bro. I love that. And were there any like big challenges that you faced on kind of like your journey to this point?
Yeah, so outreach is my biggest challenge.
Mhm.
I'm fighting with it, so it's a little bit of war with these emails, but I think I love it. I'm such a big fan, even though it's so hard and it's so you know it's not really working, and it's just a real challenge. I like the challenge, so it's pretty cool.
Amazing. And within the inner circle, because you've got contact with Ollie, right, who's
Yeah,
our outreach coach. How's that kind of going at the moment in terms of him like
very
helping you
well.
out?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't. Sorry that I just talked, but it's just I'm so happy with Ollie because he's such a master in these kind of things. And when I
Mhm.
have a question, he always has an answer.
Yeah.
It's like a chat GPT for outreach. So yeah,
Yeah.
yes, and more in depth. When you talk to ChatGPT, it's like, so yeah, you can do this and that, but Ollie's like, You can do this, that, and then it will work. Maybe it won't work. We can try something new. Yeah, it's amazing. It's cool.
100%, bro. Yeah, I need to automate him, turn him into a chatbot. That would be ideal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, amazing. And what are your future plans for the business? Like, what's the next step for you? What's the next like scaling point?
The next scaling point will be absolutely to get kind of a system into the outreach, because this is the only thing that is really holding me back right now. The appointments, the sales appointments. So I think this is the next step that I want to get on and just really focus on and work on. And yeah, outreach and the sales appointments, booking sales.
Amazing. That's fantastic. And last kind of question: who is it that you would kind of recommend the inner circle to? Like, what position would they be in where you go, this is perfect for you and this is going to help you out?
I didn't really understand the question, bro.
Sorry, who would you recommend the inner circle to? What kind of person?
What kind of person? Got it. I thought I have to think about some specific person. But
no, you're all good.
I think for the inner circle, it's somebody that knows something very well and wants to monetize it. So in my case, it was like the web development part, and it was like the skills in IT and all that stuff and AI. I wanted to monetize it better. And for people that have a skill, like let's say photography, and they don't really know how to monetize it to get some money out of it, I think this is a perfect. So just you talk about it a lot, the skill part, where you have a skill and you want to monetize on it. This is the perfect person for this kind of inner circle mentorship. But a person that doesn't know what skills he has, or wants to learn skills, or doesn't know how to learn them, this is a good person for the mentorship too, because both persons have the similar situation. They both want to make money, and both know that they have the potential to know some kind of skill that brings them money. Just the one person knows which skill and the other person doesn't know which skill. So both have like the potential to learn and to grow here. So yeah.
Amazing, bro. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, thank you. The insight you provided is incredibly helpful. I think for other people similar to you, where they came from like a freelancing kind of position and everything's a bit like messy, clients are inconsistent and stuff like that. Yeah, I think you've absolutely killed it with where you're at the moment, and like, yeah, it's been super cool to see. So I appreciate you kind of sharing that source. It's super helpful.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all the whole team and all the people that are always ready to help and everything. It's just a cool feeling to have somebody.
Amazing, bro. You're a legend. Thank you so much, Ryan.
Thank you very much, brother.